4 races in. One driver is rewriting Formula One history, and one circuit is about to throw everything into complete chaos. Welcome to Montreal. This is your full 51 F1 preview of the 2026 Canadian Grand Prix. And trust me, this race is not going to be straightforward. The 61 Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is unlike anything else on the Formula One calendar. Carved out of a man-made island sitting in the middle of the St. Lawrence River, this semi-permanent track blends long, flat-out straights with brutal braking zones and unforgiving tight chicanes. It rewards bravery, and it absolutely punishes hesitation. Then there's the Wall of Champions. That concrete barrier on the exit of the final chicane has destroyed the races of Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, and Jacques Villeneuve, all in a single race weekend back in 1999. Doesn't care who you are. One moment of hesitation, one tiny misjudgment, and your Sunday is over. Oh, and sometimes a groundhog wanders onto the track. This is Montreal. Anything can happen. Heading into Canada, the story of this 58 Formula One 2026 season so far has one name written all over it: Kimi Antonelli. The young Mercedes driver has done something that literally no one in the history of this sport has ever done. He's won his first 3 Grands Prix from his first 3 pole positions. Not Senna, not Schumacher. Nobody has achieved this feat at the start of their career, ever. He currently sits 20 points clear at the top of the Drivers' Championship, with George Russell doing his best to keep up in 4th. The question everyone is asking going into Montreal is, has anyone actually found the answer to stop him? Ferrari are certainly going to try. Lewis Hamilton has promised a radical new approach to his preparation for this race, because Miami was deeply frustrating. The SF26 arrived with 11 upgrades, and yet the team was still fighting simulator correlation issues that stopped them from unlocking real performance. Hamilton wrestled it home to 4th. That is nowhere near good enough for Ferrari. But here's the thing. Canada has historically been kind to Ferrari, and all that data from Miami is now feeding back into the factory. Don't write them off. Hamilton's hunger for his first win in red could make him genuinely dangerous around the 61 Circuit Gilles Villeneuve this weekend. McLaren, meanwhile, are quietly building. They won both championships last year, and they know better than anyone that their development pace is elite. The early part of this season has been about getting their heads around their new Mercedes power unit. And Miami was finally a clean, reliable weekend. The performance is there. The upgrades are coming. When McLaren clicks, and they will click, watch out. And then there is Max Verstappen. Red Bull are running their brand new Red Bull Ford power unit this season. The first time they've brought their own power unit to the grid. And they are still finding their feet under the new 2026 regulations. But you simply cannot rule out Verstappen on a circuit that rewards pure instinct and aggression above everything else. He will always find a way to compete. Add in Montreal's notoriously unpredictable late spring weather, sudden showers can completely flip race strategy in a matter of minutes, and you have a race that could genuinely go anywhere. My prediction? Antonelli takes pole again on Saturday. But Hamilton's radical preparation, Ferrari's hunger, and the pure chaos that Montreal always delivers, I think Sunday could finally give the Scuderia something to celebrate. That's my 51 F1 preview for the 2026 Canadian Grand Prix. Drop your race prediction in the comments. Let's see who calls it right. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell. Race weekend coverage starts Friday, and I'll be covering every session. See you on the grid.